What's up, everybody? It's Richard Milliken again, week 7. I was 10-4 last week, so what is it, my 20-8 for the season. I was on a little slow start, but just because I didn't do the other weeks with my record, but 20-8, that's pretty good. Let me get straight to the picks. Chargers at KC. I'm going to have to go Chargers with that one. KC just don't have the D or the offense to keep up with the Chargers. Chargers defense isn't that great this year, but I think it'll come through tomorrow or today. Colts at Rams. Well, pretty much on any given Sunday, Rams are pretty much going to lose. They're having a lot of difficulties this year on offense or defense to do anything right. So I'm going to go Colts on that one. I think Peyton Manning's going to break out again, and he should do his job. Bears at Bengals. My brother's picking the Bengals. I'm going to go with the Bears, though. I think Matt Forte is going to break out. Steve Slayton last week did pretty good against the Bengals defense, even though they were pretty good on the run. I think Steve Slayton is going to break out for over 100 yards and probably like 50, 60 yards receiving as well. Green Bay at Browns. Actually, it's Green Bay gets the Browns in London, so it's either one of their homes. I'm going to go with Packers on that one. It's pretty easy. You know, Browns are in a rebuilding stage, and Packers are a pretty good team. So that should be a blowout. So yeah, I'll go with Packers on that one. Aaron Rodgers is just going to be throwing it up there to anybody pretty much. And they picked up Ahmed Green, the franchise all-time leader in rushing. So they picked him back up from after Houston dropped him. I believe they had him last. Vikings at Steelers. Wow. Steelers have a 3-game winning streak, and they're 3-0 at home, and it's at home. So I could easily go with the Steelers on this one, and Roethlisberger is leading the NFL in passing yards. But I'm going to have to pick the Vikings on this one. I mean, both teams are hot, but Vikings still remain undefeated. They're 6-0 right now. So I'm going to go with the Vikings. They should shut down any run that Steelers try doing, which they haven't really done all year long, except for that one game that Mendenhall broke out for. And I don't see that happening against Vikings defense. I see it to be somewhat in the air, even though Peterson's going to do something on the ground for the Vikes. Even though Steelers do have good defense. I think that's going to be a real good game, though. I think it's going to be a close one. Patriots at Bucks. Well, I guess it's kind of safe to say, even though it's at Bucks. Bucks haven't won a game this year. They're 0-6, but I don't see them beating the Patriots, and I see Randy Moss breaking out again. I mean, Talib, I think, I think he's suspended, or maybe he's not suspended yet, but he just got in trouble this past week. So I don't know if he's even playing tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Patriots on that one. Niners at Houston. Houston's hot right now. Schwab and Andre Johnson's been connecting all season long. And then you got Steve Slayton starting to heat up. I see Houston still remaining a hot team. I think that the Niners, if they had a quarterback, it would be a better game, but I don't see it that way, even though they got Frank Gore back from his injury. He's back on week 7, so I think they're going to try to run the ball more, but I mean, I just see Houston pulling away. I mean, they have too good of an offense, even though the Niners do have a pretty good defense, but I see Houston coming out on top. Jets at Oakland. Jets, I mean, come on. Braylon should get a couple touchdowns in this game. Sanchez is probably going to, past couple weeks have been pretty rough for him, but this is an easy one for him. They can bring the blitz all they want. I see Sanchez doing good, even though I'm not a big fan of his. Thomas Jones might do good. He just had, over 200 yards last game. Bills at Panthers. Panthers, definitely. Trent Edwards ain't even playing, and I think Steve Smith's going to break out this game. So if you have him on your fantasy league team, the Steve Smith for Carolina, not for New York, I think Steve Smith's going to break out, and they're going to have that running game. Stewart and D'Angelo Williams again, doing the Matrix. All right, Saints at Dolphins. If Dolphins get behind, Saints have that high-powered offense. Don't see them being able to catch back up. Even though it's in Miami, I like Bill Parcells rebuilding that team, but I just think that the Saints are just too high-powered. It's just not going to happen. Atlanta at Cowboys. It's in our home. I'm a big Cowboys fan. I want to say Cowboys, and I am going to say Cowboys, but I do think that Atlanta could beat us. Roddy White. You got Turner the Burner, Matt Ryan, Gonzalez. They got a nice offense. We got to get in there. They haven't allowed a sack in I think 3 games, Atlanta offensive line. So we got to get in there. Obviously, we've been heating up a little bit on getting sacks past couple games, but for the first 2 or 3 games, we didn't even have a sack. So we got to work on blitzing this whole game. Hopefully, Miles Austin's starting too on the other side of Roy Williams. So hopefully he can bring some speed to us. Let Romo launch it out to him a couple times. Cardinals at Giants. Cardinals have a good run-stopping defense, so I don't see the Giants doing that good on the run. But I think Eli Manning's like one of the best in play action. So I think they're going to run a little bit just to make the play action work. And Mario Manningham and Akeem Nicks and Boss and all those guys, I think they're going to have a nice little passing game on the Cardinals defense. Okay, and Monday night, last game, Eagles at Redskins. I got to go with Philly. I mean, I think Portis might not be playing, and neither, I think questionable is also Albert Haynesworth. That's like 2 of their star players right there. And, the coach is getting criticized this whole week and not being able to do the play calls. I don't see Washington doing much this year, just like I said in the beginning of the season. And I think Philly, it was just coaching that made them lose against Oakland last week. So I'm going to pick the Eagles on that one. So that's my picks. Tell me what you think. Hit me back. Give me some feedback.